So now that our science book is done, I thought it would be kind of a cool idea to do a little learning about birds. And I was finding some fun ideas to learn about backyard birds. And I know I've been seeing a lot of birds in my front yard, so I guess it's not backyard, but in my front yard, and especially the robins. So I thought it'd be kind of fun to read a story to you about birds, or a book to you about birds. It's not really a story because this one is nonfiction, meaning it's true. But then give you some other ideas of things to look at about robins today. So I'm going to read this story called A Nest Full of Eggs. And hopefully the way I hold it, you can see it okay, because it's really awkward doing this. But we'll give it a try. A Nest Full of Eggs. Listen, cheer up, cheer up, cheer up. That is the song of a robin. It must be spring. Up in a tree outside my window, a pair of American robins is very busy. They are gathering dry weeds and twigs. They work carefully but quickly. It is almost time. The female weaves the weeds and twigs together with bits of mud that dry like glue. She adds some more mud, pressing it with her breast into a cup shape. Then she lines the bottom of the cup with a bed of soft grasses. There, the nest is strong, safe, and snug. Now it is ready. Over the next few days, the female robin lays 4 beautiful blue eggs in the nest. There you go, no eggs. 1, 2, 3, 4. She is sitting on the nest now, keeping the eggs warm. Her mate is close by. He sings loudly, warning other robins to stay away. There they are. Inside each egg is a tiny new life. It is growing very fast. The yellow oak is its liquid food. The clear albumin, which we call the white of an egg, is its watery cushion. Day after day, the mother robin sits on the eggs, patiently waiting. It must be nice and warm in there. That white spot in the middle is the beginning of life. Oh, here's the egg. What's happening inside the egg? So this one is 3 days. After 3 days, the life begins to look like a head, a backbone, a heart, and eyes. Already the heart is beating. Look how tiny it is. After 5 days, a beak, 2 wings, 2 legs, and a tail are taking shape. It is beginning to look like a baby bird in there. Oh, and if you look closely, you can see the beak. Let me move it close. You see the beak there? It's kind of cool. After about 8 days, the robin is completely formed, right down to its toes. By the 12th day, the robin has grown so big it is squeezed inside the egg. Look how tight it is. It has used up all the food and space. Oh my goodness. See, the yolk, which they said was the food, is all gone now. Listen, beep, 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 beep. A tiny beak is breaking through an eggshell. The eggs are hatching. Crack! Out rolls a baby robin. Soon there are 4 wobbly little robins in the nest. Their parents feed them worms, berries, seeds, and insects. But the hungry nestlings are always peeping and squawking for more food. Get a little closer here. They're kind of funny looking at first because they don't have any feathers, right? They might not be the prettiest thing, but it's still pretty cool. And it says there, good morning, everyone. He's saying, oh, wouldn't that be cool to have a robin's nest right out your window? Although I guess it would be kind of noisy. I'm not sure if I'd want that much noise outside my window, but it'd be cool to see. In a few days, the baby robins open their eyes. Soft, warm down feathers begin to appear on their bodies. Then bigger feathers grow and cover the down. They keep the robins dry and give them color and shape. About 14 days after hatching, the robins have grown their wings and tail feathers. These are their flight feathers, the feathers that they will use to fly. So there they are with the little bits of down. And then there they are with more feathers, the feathers really. And now there are even more. Feathers are light but very strong. They are what makes birds so different from all other creatures on earth. Other birds have feathers. Feathers come in many sizes, shapes, and colors. It says, we found these in the yard. They look like, let's look this one up. So they're looking up different kinds of feathers. Ooh. Well, let me get good and close here so you can see. I see an oriole feather, a flamingo feather, a parrot. Ooh. Do you see the little hummingbird feather in there? Let's go over here. Oh, I see a peacock feather. Cool. Pheasant. Do you see the pheasant? Those are neat. All the feathers are so different and colorful. Isn't God's creation awesome? Oh my goodness. Robins, like all birds, take good care of their feathers. They comb them and straighten them with their beaks. So this robin here, there he is straightening his feathers. That sparrow down here is taking a dust bath. And they clean them by taking baths in water or dust. So there's, see if you have a bird bath, sometimes birds will come and take a bath in it, but like that sparrow on the other page, it's taking a bath in the dirt. And they're saying, if we were birds, this would be our bath. Do you think Mom will let you take a bath in the sandbox? Does that work for us? Not so much. Now the young robins are ready to leave their nests. But they are not good flyers yet. They're still learning. For the next few weeks, their parents stay close to them and bring them food. So it's starting to get a bit crowded. Taking a stretch. And away we go. There he goes. Soon the robins are ready to fly and hunt on their own. Now they can take care of themselves. Next spring, they will find mates and have nests of their own. Get a little closer. There you go. Birds live all over the world. There are about 9,000, that's a big number, right, Aiden? About 9,000 different kinds. Each kind of bird makes a nest in his own special way. Birds usually hide their nests where they blend with nature's colors. A nest can be a gathering of leaves on the forest floor, like that whippoorwill there on the top, a woven pouch, like the northern oriole on the bottom, or a hole in the tree, like the northern flicker. That's kind of cool. Nests can be different. Oh, here's even more. A scrape on a rocky cliff top, like the peregrine falcon. I remember the peregrine falcon from a Wildcrafts episode. A gigantic heap of branches, like the bald eagle. A floating platform, like the red-necked grebe. I think it's called a grebe. Those are different. Here's some more different ones. A woven cup of plants and spider silk, like the hummingbird. A cup of mud, like a barn swallow. A scooped out hollow in the sand, like the ostrich. Or even an old shoe, like the house wren. Oh, funny. Look at that old shoe. at the school I used to teach at in California, we used to get barn swallows building mud nests all over the school. Because we didn't have hallways inside. Our doors were all outside because California is warmer and we don't have snow. But in the summer, they'd come and build all these big muddy nests all above our classroom doors and all over the walls outside, and it was kind of a mess. But they were pretty cool at the same time. You can help robins build their nests in the spring. Leave some grass clippings and a bit of yarn and string in your yard. Look for robins picking them up. Watch where they go. You may be able to find their nest. Sorry, said that funny. You may be able to find their nest. Help the robins feel safe by not going too close to the nest or touching it. See if you can tell if the eggs have hatched. So there's some different things. Now, you don't want to just leave a bunch of trash out in your yard. So, talk to mom or dad about it and see if you can think of some stuff that could be good for the robins to build their nests. As summer ends in late September and the days grow shorter, the robins fly south or migrate. They know it's time to leave. Winter is coming. And that's kind of one of our signs of when it's springtime, right? Is when we see robins outside. Oh, and it says, but the robins always return. Listen, chirrup, chirrup, chirrup. Spring is here again. There he is. So what you could do now is you can, see if you have some robins in your yard. I know I get a bunch. I should have shut that window. It's really bright. I get a bunch of robins in my front yard. I'm sure they're in my backyard too, but I see them from my front window. I also have some links to other YouTube videos at the bottom of this video. They should be there for you to click on. If not, then I'll send them to you a different way. So if they're not there, then I'll try to email them to your parents. But some videos about robins that I thought were really cool. One is an informational one. One is video of babies hatching out of the eggs. And another one is a nest with babies in it as they're getting bigger and as they're being fed worms. It's kind of gross, but you'll think it's really cool. So I hope you get to watch those and see if you find some robins in your yard and see maybe if you have a nest nearby. That would be pretty awesome. All right, have a great day. Bye.